Wow, the sun is blinding me right now. Today I was struggling for a video idea. I think I say this in every single video, but I really was struggling for an idea today. And I was like, you know, one time, is that a cobweb? Yeah, one time in photography, I was really bored because photography is always kind of boring. And one time we had a double period of just editing our photos, but no one did that. So basically I was like, can't go on YouTube. I searched up Australian and then I searched up memes after it. Australian memes are the funniest thing to look at, only if you're Australian though, because you won't get it unless you're Australian because there's so many inside jokes that only Australians get because of, you know, deadly animals in Australia, the heat, the stuff that you did when you were kids, bunning snags. I bet if you're not Australian, you have no idea what a bunning snag is. And first of all, you're missing out. Second of all, fly to Australia just to grab a bunning snag and then go back. Already in the Christmas spirit. Mum put this in my room today. I don't know why, but apparently I'm in the Christmas spirit. I've got my toba in there. Are you serious with planes? Like, planes just... Why is there birds in my backyard? What the hell? Planes in my house, I do not have very good luck, do I? Anyway, let's just get into these memes. Australian memes. And if you're Australian, you will get all of these memes. If you are American or English or Canadian or whatever you are, these probably won't make much sense to you unless you live in Australia. Okay, the first one here is, this is Australia. There are 1,275 animals that could kill you in this picture. Can't even see any animals or insects or whatever in this picture. Australia, anything can kill you. Unlistable. I think we're tied with like South America to have the most deadly animals because we have God knows how many things, but we're tied first. You know Australia is dangerous. It doesn't say in this picture, but I do know this meme. You know Australia is dangerous when the second highest fire rating is high. So in the country, they have these fire rating thingos that people go and change whenever. It's a fire rating thing for in the country so that obviously you know how hot it's going to be. But our second lowest fire rating is high. Not low, not very low. Our lowest is low, moderate, then goes high, very high, severe, extreme, and then code red. Next one is, you know you're Aussie when you've done this to your thongs. You know you're Aussie when you've done this. So basically what he's done is he's got the thing that like twist up the bread, right? And you put that like little clip on it. Put that under his thongs because thongs, I don't know how they're made in different countries, but here they're made so that the bottom thing, whenever you wear them too much or you do certain things with the thongs, the thing like pops out. If you're Australian, this will make a lot more sense to you, but if you've never seen a thong, then this might not make much sense to you. But basically he's put that there so it doesn't slip through the hole. Good day, mate. Alright, so whoever did this is clearly not Australian because that's not how you spell g'day. Say, g'day, mate. Welcome to Australia. So basically, we have a reputation for having so many deadly animals and it being so hot here. And some of that's true, some of it's a little bit over-exaggerated. London in summer and then Sydney in winter. So, London in summer only gets to like 24. Like, are you serious? Like, I don't live in Sydney, but it's still hot where I live. But London, I know London's really cold, but I didn't think it was that cold in summer. That's pretty bad. And there's this one, I love this one. This is a picture of Australia, and it says Travel Australia down the bottom, so it's like a joke, and it says giant spiders, sharks, fires, scorching desert, mosquitoes, man-eating koalas, so I think poisonous snakes, Steve Irwin. This is the best one, so I think guy from Crocodile Dundee. It says 50 Shades of G'day, mate. This is a really good one. I've seen this before. British couple 1 hour after landing in Australia because it's hot in Australia. It is so hot. This is so relatable to everyone that lives in Australia. Meanwhile, in Aussie Dunny, you'll get to yourself twice. I don't think this happens too much in the city sort of area, but in the country, especially where my grandparents live, there is spiders everywhere. Like one time I was on the toilet in there and I was looking around, I was like, okay, cool. And then I look up and I see the biggest huntsman just sitting there looking at me. And this is so relatable. I know it's on the Dunny paper. Oh, I love this one. That's so Aussie. So someone's driven his car into a river and he's like, don't know, mate, maybe she's flooded, because you know how you can flood your car when you try to start it too much and it's not starting, in a river with his car for some reason. I wonder if they just went in there to take that picture. I wonder if they legit wasted that entire car to do that. Or so basically there's a massive spider there and all of its eggs or spiders, little baby spiders or whatever. That's just a good example of how deadly this place is. Holy, is that a spider? Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one of those things, but that probably looks like it was from some tropical place in North Queensland or in Darwin. That thing is scary no matter what. When you live in Australia, so you have to be Australian to get this. When you live in Australia and you go to Bunnings, so it's a meme of a Bunnings snag, so a Bunnings sausage. I'm not very talking much sense to Americans or Canadians or any other country that is not Australia. So basically we love Bunnings snags. We absolutely love it. And then they've got the tomato sauce and the barbecue sauce there and a Coke, can of Coke. That is just the best brekkie, best lunch, best dinner. You could have that for any meal of the day. That's how good it is. It's not a party till someone brings out one of these. So this is a Coles mug cake. So Coles is a supermarket here in Australia. They sell these mug cakes. Taste so good. I'm not even, they're Coles branded, so shop branded, right? So the shops made them. They don't, and they are so good. I don't know if you've ever had a mug cake, but Coles mug cakes, they taste so good. I honestly saw someone at school the other day with a Coles mug cake and they were just eating it, like the whole entire thing. And you can see they're pretty big. I've had these for so many birthdays, it's not even funny. I'm happy with the Coles mug cake. Oh, this is so true. So this is what would have went down if an Australian landed on the moon first. Guy sitting there with a stubby. You can't really see because the photo's a bit Aussie, but basically that's someone would have had a stubby. He calls it man versus wild. In Australia, we call it camping. Yeah, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Yeah. I don't really know what to say to that one. You have to be Australian to get this. Meanwhile, in Australia, so basically there's a little kid hanging on the clothes drying rack thingo. A lot of Australian homes, a lot of older Australian homes. I think we used to have one at my old place. Every kid's gotten in trouble for doing this as well. My mum told me off once when I tried to do it. But it's very fun. So if you're light enough, you can hang on to the clothesline and then you can like go around in circles because they spin around in the wind. So that's how the clothes dry off it. Oh, this is so true. This was that day when it was honestly over, I think it was over like 30 degrees everywhere in Australia. I remember that day. Meanwhile in Australia, as you can see on 9 News, see that black? This is probably pretty self-explanatory, but black is the hottest it gets. I'm not much of a meteorologist, but it's kind of, self-explanatory that black is the most hottest. And it's a bit hot in Australia today. This is a little bit over-exaggerated. I don't know how they did this, but his thong's basically melting onto the road. I don't know how he did that, but Aussie mode of transport expectations. So I think people, I don't know, but do people actually think, do you think that we ride our kangaroos around? Do you think we ride kangaroos to school? I mean, we do, trust me. And then it says reality, and there's just someone doing a donut in an old crappy car. That probably is true. That's pretty damn true. Okay, that is my reacting to Aussie memes video. I think I might make a part 2 to this. If you really like this, I can explain some more Australian slang, more Australian memes for me to react to. Say part 2, part 3. I might make this a little series because I actually really enjoyed making this video. And there's plenty more memes where that came from. I'm just gonna sit here and eat my Vegemite straight out of the jar. I love Australia.